If you have been wondering why you have been getting very few calls even after putting out your resume on all online job portals, then stay till the end of this video because I am going to discuss some professional resume tips to get noticed by potential employers, what keywords you should be using in your resume to appear in searches of your potential employers, your resume format including your job experience and education section. And I am giving these professional resume tips from my personal job hunting experience of over 10 years. Not only this, you can also download a free copy of my winning resume template from the description box below, post which you can edit your resume according to this free guide. Now you have a free and ready-made template that you can download from the link given in the description, so that you can follow these professional resume tips to get noticed by potential employers. In my upcoming videos, I'm going to share a lot of job interview tips from video call interviews to body language during interviews. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Hi, this is Madhurima from the Fairy Tale Life, the best place for personal development. The first tip I want to mention is having specific keywords pertaining to your role and your industry on your resume. Why so? Well, this will help you end up in the searches of your potential employer. Now, how does this work? Well, have you ever thought about how employers find you from the job portals? Well, they have an employer's account from which they look for suitable candidates using specific keywords related to your roles, responsibilities, and skills. The first resume that I ever built was years ago, and it has taken me a long period of time to master these resume writing skills. But you don't have to spend so much time, you just have to watch till the end of this video to ace resume writing. So, how do you incorporate those relevant keywords, or how do you know which keywords to put on your resume? Well, let me take you to my computer and I will show you hands-on how to do it. Also, because I have been a corporate trainer, let's take that example, and I will be using Naukri.com, but these resume tips are applicable for all online job portals. I'm logged into my Naukri account and let's look up for a job. Let's say training manager, learning development. Let me put the location as Pune. And let me click on search. Let me check which one I like and which is relevant to my current role. Okay, let me click on this. So once I click on this one, I will come into this page which has a lot of details about this particular role, like job highlights, job description, job summary, and key responsibilities. These keywords that are here in the job highlights, like managed certification processes, implementing evaluation process, tracking mechanism on product knowledge, these are highly relevant keywords that suits my role. Now, this is also something that I have done in my latest job. So what I will do is I will copy and paste this in my resume. Now let's look at this one. So we will scroll down to the job description area, and again see over here, draw an overall or individualized training and development plan that addresses needs and expectations. So I can copy this one and add this to my resume because I have done this. I will be doing the same thing for a few more jobs. So I'll go to another one, scroll down to the job description and find whatever is relevant to my profile. We have to keep one thing in mind, which is if you're applying for the same job, then we must be editing this part a bit so that it doesn't look like we have just copied and pasted the information from their job description. But if you're applying for other jobs, then this is perfectly fine as long as these are things that were really done by you and you are not just copying and pasting it for the sake of it. So over here, individualized training and development plan is the major keyword for which we have copied it. Now, we have to keep one thing in mind, that we shouldn't be building our entire resume by copying and pasting it from the job descriptions. We must first write our key result areas, and only to find out if there has been something missing, we will follow this practice. We can also follow this practice to get the keywords or the buzzwords that are trending in our industry to land up in the search results of our potential employers. A very important point that I would like to make here is, please do not copy paste things which you don't have experience for. Only include those that you have been doing in your current role or have done in the past but had missed out on mentioning it in your resume. Because in your interview, if you're asked to explain this particular responsibility, then you might not know the answer. These keywords and phrases will also help you prepare for your interview, because now you know from the job description as to what exactly the employer is looking for. And this is exactly what I've highlighted in this video of mine on job interview preparation tips. So do watch this video. I will leave it on your screen at the end of this video and also in the description box below. If you think this idea of incorporating relevant keywords in your resume is beneficial, then type yes in the comment section and let me know. Using this strategy will also help your resume look professional, because now it is rich in vocabulary from your industry. So this is my key tip on how to write a good resume. Do not skip this part in your resume writing. My second most important tip will be to have different versions of your resume and not just have one resume. As you can see over here, I have got about 5 different versions of my own resume. Now let's understand why and how you can do the same. Let's take my example. I was a corporate soft skills trainer, but my designation was that of an assistant manager. So if I were to apply for jobs outside of my organization, the key responsibilities of both of them would be different. So if I was applying for the role of a manager, then I would keep the top 5 key responsibilities of a training manager on top, followed by any other relevant trainer related skills. It would be vice versa if I was applying for a trainer. You might also like to remove anything which could be highly irrelevant. Another example. If you are a customer service representative, then start creating a base resume. Post downloading my winning resume template from the description box below and add all the job responsibilities of your latest job in this base resume. Now, let's say you have also done some sales in this role and have mentioned that towards the end of the latest job responsibilities section, and now you want to apply for a sales representative, then what you can do is you can cut all those relevant details and paste it on the top of your latest job responsibilities section, followed by any other responsibilities before sending it out, and you will be making your resume highly relevant to your employer. If you just sent out your base resume which has all your job responsibilities, then it might take time for your employer to read the entire thing, and they might also have difficulty in figuring out whether you are right fit for the role. You may save this one as resume 2. The next example will be if you have been a customer service representative and have handled both voice calls and emails from customers and are now applying for email support. Then keep your key email support skills on top of this section and name this resume 3. So we will just cut it and paste it over here. Have a resume 4 with your key voice skills on top. So what we can do this, we can cut and paste this at the bottom of this section. We'll delete this one. We're doing this so that in future, if you again have to apply for email support, you can just send resume 3 and save time, still maintaining relevancy. So what this means for you is you cannot just use the same resume to apply for all the jobs. Hear me out. you have to tweak the key responsibilities of your latest job according to the job description of the role you're applying for. So you might have to do this every time you apply for a job. Now I understand that this sounds like a lot of work, but it increases your chance to get shortlisted as you're providing all the relevant skills on a platter in the topmost section of the key responsibilities of your latest job. Not one size fits all. Every time you edit your base resume, save it separately and name it accordingly, like resume 1, 2, 3, 4, so it can be reused to apply for similar jobs. Trust me, I have been doing this for a long time, post which I have been getting 2 to 3 calls in a week as opposed to 2 to 3 calls in a month. In some cases, I have also got a call immediately after applying for a job. Tweaking the key responsibilities on your resume may take you a few minutes in the beginning because you are new at it. But eventually you can get down to a few seconds because now you would be accustomed to the copying and pasting or simply adding something quickly, hence increasing the chances of potential employers noticing you. If you found this tip helpful, then hit the like button below this video to let me know. Now, before moving on to the next step, which is on resume formatting, let me just quickly summarize this for you. You have to first start by downloading my free winning resume template from the description box. Then you will have to refer to that document to design your base resume and include all your skills and key responsibilities. Once you're done with that, you will immediately start looking for jobs and copy paste any relevant skills or responsibilities that you have from their job description to make your resume keyword rich and professional. Post which you will tweak your key responsibilities according to that role before applying for that job. Now let us move on to how to write a resume in terms of resume format. The first immature thing that I see people do is to have the word resume or curriculum vitae on top of the resume. I see people doing this all the time. You don't have to do it. The HRs know it's a resume. So what do you put on the top of your resume then instead? You should put your name, your contact details, and a professional photo of yourself. These are the most important things that should be standing out. You may mention your LinkedIn profile if that one is updated as well. The next thing is your profile summary or your career snapshot. You should be mentioning 3 most important things. That are the total number of years, your industry, and your key specialization, along with your highest degree and key skills. In this example, you can see my profile summary. Offering 14.5 years of total experience, including over 9 years in the corporate training function with specialization in process and soft skills training of the BPO industry, along with PG diploma in management. Skilled with Microsoft Excel, and I have mentioned the specific ones. So, even if this is a summary, it has all the relevant details in a nutshell about the overall career of that person. All you have to do is download my winning resume template from the description box and edit your profile summary accordingly. The next one is the achievement section, and I have seen many people not having this section at all. Your resume has to be used to sell yourself to potential employers. Add at least 3 achievements from your most recent job. It could be an award that you won or a project that you have completed. Give specific details like this one mentioned here. Awarded the best trainer for the business unit for 3 consecutive quarters for outstanding performance in creation and designing training content for various training programs like e-learning module related activities, training document, facilitator notes, workbooks, PowerPoint slides, handouts, etc. Also was certified by the clients on training content. Then to come next is the organizational experience. You should mention the most recent job on top of this list along with the month and the year of duration. It should have a from and to date like how you see over here. If you are still in the current job, then an example would be from May 2019 till date. Then mention your key result areas. I have only mentioned a few over here, but you have to put as many as relevant. And then mention your previous employers in order of most recent to old. Then comes the academic details. I see most people putting it as a paragraph. The HR or the employer has to take a lot of effort to read something from a paragraph versus a table like this. This just makes the HR's work easier. They can see your degrees with the corresponding year of passing along with the percentage right away. Then comes your personal details like your date of birth, languages known, address, marital status, etc. at the end. The font that I have used here throughout is Cambria with a font size of 10. As you can see, I have used shades of grey to highlight specific areas. You may also use dark blue for these areas. We shouldn't be using any bright color like red, yellow or green over here. Now, if there was anything that I did not cover in this video and you have a question with that, then there are 3 ways of asking me. One is you can put it down in the comment section below or send me a message on my Facebook or Instagram handle mentioned on the screen. If you think a friend will benefit from this video, then you can hit the share button given below this video to forward it to them. Now, these were my professional resume tips to get noticed by potential employers. But what about video call interview tips? Now, with social distancing being the new normal, a lot of the interviews will now be done over a video call in the future. So all you have to do is click on my picture here to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be informed when I post my next video on video call interview preparation tips. In the meantime, watch these 2 videos over here and I will see you soon.